The transmission reached Earth 37 hours after Ambassador Elena Vasquez died screaming. The Thorian Imperium had executed her publicly on the council floor, claiming humanity had violated Protocol 7 Alpha by establishing colonies in disputed space. The other council members watched in silence as ancient Thorian tradition demanded, death by ceremonial flame for territorial transgressions. They expected an apology. Perhaps reparations. Maybe humanity would withdraw from the contested systems, tail between legs, appropriately chastised. They had no idea what they'd just awakened. Secretary General James Park watched the footage once. Only once. When it ended, his hands were trembling, not with fear, but with a cold, calculated rage that humanity had refined over 10,000 years of warfare. "Get me the Joint Chiefs," he said quietly. "And someone find me the legal paperwork that makes us not signatories to the Warfare Convention anymore." "Sir," his aide protested, "we can't just." "They burned her alive," Park interrupted, his voice deadly calm. "They burned a diplomat alive for doing her job. There are rules, and they just prove they don't follow them." He stood, buttoning his jacket with mechanical precision. "Humanity tried civilization. We tried diplomacy. We joined their council in good faith. And they responded by committing a war crime so egregious that even our bloodiest dictators would have balked." The aide swallowed hard. "What are your orders, sir?" "Execute Protocol Omega. Full mobilization. Every ship, every soldier, every weapon we've been holding back because the Council called them too brutal for civilized warfare." Park's smile was a terrible thing. "Show them why humans don't have a warrior caste. We're all the warrior caste when you push us far enough." 72 hours later, the human defense fleet dropped out of FTL above Thoria Prime. The Thorian home fleet rushed to intercept, 300 capital ships against humanity's mere 50. The Thorians had numerical superiority, technological parity, and centuries of military tradition. What they didn't have was humanity's absolute commitment to disproportionate response. Admiral Chen's first volley wasn't plasma or lasers. It was kinetic, dozens of tungsten rods accelerated to 0.3 c, too fast for shields or point defense. They struck Thoria's orbital defense platforms like the fist of an angry god. Metal vaporized. Stations disintegrated. The Thorian home fleet scattered in confusion. "Broadcast on all frequencies," Chen ordered. "Thorian Imperium, you executed Ambassador Vasquez under your laws. Now you'll learn about ours. She was one person. You will pay with one world." The second volley targeted the planet itself, not the cities, but the infrastructure. Power grids. Water treatment. Communications. Within minutes, Thoria Prime was dark, isolated, and terrified. The Galactic Council's emergency session convened in panic. The Celestian Matriarch's voice shook with disbelief. "This is madness. You cannot declare total war over one individual." "You're right," Secretary General Park replied via hologram, his expression carved from ice. "We're not declaring war over one individual. We're declaring war because you allowed her murder and did nothing. Because you thought humanity would accept this. Because you've forgotten what species like ours learned millennia ago." He leaned forward. "You don't start wars with humans. You end them. Because once we begin, we don't stop until there's nothing left to fight." The Thorian Emperor, broadcasting from his darkened throne room, finally broke. We will offer reparations. Compensation. Whatever you demand." "You're right. You will." Park's voice was merciless. "First demand, Thoria withdraws from the Council. Second, you dismantle your military to exactly one defense fleet. Third, you erect a monument to Ambassador Vasquez in your capital, and every Thorian child will learn what happens when you murder human diplomats. And if we refuse?" Admiral Chen's transmission cut in. Then in 72 hours, Thoria Prime becomes Thoria was. Your choice. They accepted. Every term. Unconditionally. The galaxy learned a hard lesson that day. Humanity had spent centuries trying to be civilized. But civilization was a choice, not a limitation. And when that choice was revoked by barbarism, humans remembered exactly how to be the apex predators that conquered their own world. The monument to Elena Vasquez still stands on Thoria Prime. Her last words are engraved beneath her name, "I speak for humanity." And beneath that, added by human engineers, "So does our fleet."